Hello everyone, Cap here and welcome back to some more Mechabellum. With the new unit out now, I got sent quite a lot of replays yesterday, so maybe we can go through a few of them, like at least 2, maybe 3, it will depend on the length of the games. But also they are by high level players, so Yota, Sacco and Major, these 3 I'm eyeing right now, so maybe let's jump into those. First match here, Yota going up against NK Raptor. And by the way, as far as I know, all these matches will feature the WRAITH, the new unit. So maybe we can learn a little bit more about how to successfully use it. Let's see what these players are up to. So blue is Yota here as area specialist with marksman and sledgehammers, and is adding some crawlers and is actually positioning forward, so this will be some aggression. That being said, red is supply specialist with stormcallers and fangs and is also kind of positioning forward. Not fully, but kind of. And also on both sides though. So red is kind of playing standard, but forward standard, if that makes sense. Kind of interesting. I was thinking about doing that because I'm not an aggro player, but I am. But I was thinking maybe I could just do my regular setup just a little bit more forward. So that would look something like this. Maybe that's actually good because that opens up some aggressive plays. So maybe some rhinos with mobile beacon or forward wraiths as well. So yeah, I am very curious to see what red is doing here with this. Red did add some more fangs, by the way. Buying more time for the stormcallers. However, stormcallers not very ideal, and neither are fangs to deal with these crawlers rushing in. So, somewhat as expected, blue was completely positioned on one side and is also winning that left side. Tower debuff now. Though these fangs are definitely buying some time. Stormcallers trying to shoot some crawlers, but there is no way they are hitting. And yeah, looks like the first round for blue here. See if red can still take out some sledgehammers. Nope. X specialist for red. Ace module for blue. And look at that. Already, red immediately goes into WRAITH and blue as well. Both players starting to play WRAITH round 2 here. That is interesting. Also, this WRAITH positioning, this one will just take down the sledgehammers, and this marksman is going to get stuck on these fangs. And this WRAITH in the middle, kind of set up to support everything, but also with the haste module. Haste module is also really good on WRAITH, maybe. As long as something is in front to protect, but a little bit more movement speed so it can get in quicker because it has such short range, it really needs to get in. It's pretty good here from the haste module, I think. Also more damage, and yeah, with the support of a marksman as well. Blue's WRAITH is just better here. So looking pretty good for blue. So far at least. Curious to see what both players are planning to do here, with the WRAITHs especially. Skip by red and by blue. Nothing too interesting here. And another WRAITH by blue, right opposite of red's WRAITH. And another Wraith for red and some Wasps. Interesting. Something was sold. I think one pack of Sledgehammers here by blue. And another Wraith was bought. And some more Crawlers as well. Were Sledgehammers sold? I'm not sure. Something was sold. Did not see. Or maybe the second Marksman. There was a second Marksman here probably. Anyways. Wasps here to protect the Wraith, by the way. So Wraith and Wasps have the same range. And these Wasps kind of meddle around the Wraith and can protect it for a bit. So that's a big downside of the Wraith. It's a short range and it will fly into range and into the line of fire pretty quickly and will be exposed. So that is something that you need to negate somehow, and maybe Wasps are a way to do that. Both players skipped here, and red is also getting more Wraiths, and so is blue, and both players are picking up the field maintenance. So they are playing the Wraith kind of as a flying tank, more or less. They are quite tanky now, especially here the level 2 one. With field maintenance, it's not going to go down easily. Some crawlers here in the flank now by blue, and this is unprotected, so these can come in and take the tower. Ooh, sentry though. Well, Wraith and Wasps stacked up like that. Good target for a sentry, I guess. So, Wraith is just regenning. Left side, blue just has more Wraiths now, and this one level 2 with haste module really makes a big impact. Also now the tower debuff from the crawlers coming in on the left. And yeah, it's looking good for blue here. And actually that's a ton of damage already. So one Wraith is 300 damage, and so these 4 will already be 1200 damage this turn. And that's round 4. Yep. Red needs to watch out here. Could be the last round already. Nano repair kit for blue. Hit by red. Putting the repair kit on some sledges here. Trying to just buy some additional time here in the middle against this Wraith, I guess. Some more Wasp added on the left as well, and they got the shield now, the portable shield. Not sure if the Wasps were here last turn. Didn't see. Maybe they were already added last turn. Either way, more Wasps to kind of protect the Wraiths here. However, yeah, I think, is that blue's? I think that's blue's sentry, and here as well. And this one will once again, well, it will hurt the Wasps. It will now take out the Wasps here actually because of the energy shield. And red also went for the degenerate beam. Is that going to make a difference here? It will not help with flying units, so I'm not sure it will, because the Wraiths are red's problem here. And yeah, just level advantage and also this item advantage kind of for blue here. And the degenerate beam does not help in a Wraith versus Wraith matchup, and this is game already. So yeah, just blue just with the better Wraiths and level advantage, and this item here also quite good. And yeah, also with the flank here, did some damage for 1 or 2 turns as well. Stormcallers were pretty useless, probably could have gotten sold here, to be honest, by red. But yeah, either way, GG. Well played by Yota here. Let's get into another match. Alright, on to the next match here. Blue is Marksman Specialist with tanks, sledgehammers, the Marksman of course, and also adding some crawlers. And red is Sacco here and is Elite Specialist with forward positioning, aggro positioning with crawlers and mustangs. Let's see how this goes. Level 2 crawlers a bit awkward to play into sledgehammers because sledgehammers just one-shot them anyways. And level 2 crawlers give quite a bit of XP. A big downside of Elite Specialist, by the way, you can't just spam the level 1 cheap chaff units, so crawlers and fangs. Which is probably the biggest downside of Elite Specialist, to be honest. Just not being able to put down these cheap and also low on XP units. So far, easy defense here for blue. Shield Device Specialist, yeah, could be extremely good here. Crawlers will run through the shields, of course, but the Mustangs do not have the DPS to take down a barrier, especially with Shield Device Specialist. By the way, I wish the wording would be consistent. So sometimes it's shield, sometimes it's barrier. And usually this bubble thing is a barrier, but this is Shield Device Specialist and it buffs barriers. So, yeah, the wording is a little bit inconsistent. Anyways, though, some flank crawlers here as well, but there are also more sledges added. And these will definitely help with these level 2 crawlers in the flank, and even more sledges getting added. And more crawlers by red. Now in the other flank as well. This one is kind of open, so these will come in and take the tower probably. Not sure it's going to be enough though. Right side looks kind of solid. The defense, that is. Where are they going? More crawlers. Oh, behind the tower here. So 3 packs of crawlers added by red. Flank crawlers finally coming in, but basically everything is dead by the time these get the tower. Yeah, this is not looking good for red here. Yeah, all these level 2 crawlers just getting snacked on by the sledgehammers. Well, so far so bad for red. Portable shield for both players. Portable shield, that's a shield. That's on a unit. Everything on a unit should be a shield and the bubble things should be barriers. Wording wise. Red did pick up a WRAITH here, level 2 WRAITH, because Elite Specialist, and is picking up or picked up the portable shield and put it on it as well, so it's quite tanky already. So that is 63,000 HP total, which is quite a bit. So this level 3 marksman needs 9 shots, which is quite a lot. So this might work here. Not a ton of anti-air, just some fangs and this level 3 marksman, one level 1 marksman. Maybe this WRAITH can turn it around here for red. It is working on those sledges. However, it's literally the only unit left already. So everything else dies too quickly. There's no tanking units here. It's just crawlers and mustangs. And all of those die pretty quickly through all these sledgehammers. And yeah, with the tower debuff and both Marksman locked on, also a couple of Fangs. Not going to survive here. I do like the Wraith here, it was quite good, however everything else dies too quickly. Would really use, I don't know, probably a Rhino in front or 2 Rhinos. Level 2 Rhinos here in front would do a lot, I think. Maybe that's the plan. Maybe we will still see Rhinos or something. Let's see. Anti-air on the Mustangs picked up right away. So 2 packs of Mustangs here and 1 with the haste module, and got the area specialization. These Wraiths do not have the armor tag, so Mustangs are actually not terrible against these. Playing Mustangs into Wraiths when they have the armor tag can be kind of risky, but these don't. So it might be fine for blue here. And yeah, kind of similar to last round. Most things die kind of quickly. And now it's basically up to this one Wraith to deal with the rest here. But now these Mustangs also do help kickle down the Wraith until it falls out of the sky. So not looking too great here for red. Let's see if red is still able to turn this around. More good items here. The improved firepower control system for both players, by the way. So goes on Mustangs for blue. Let's see, might also go on Mustangs for red, or maybe another Wraith. Also, by the way, blue is investing so much in sentries and has been over the past turns already. So this flank, I think, got sentried pretty much every time. And now also these 2 crawlers will die instantly. Blue really wants to pressure the advantage here and maybe close it out. Theoretically could close it out this turn already, but maybe close it out next turn more realistically. We will see. Though this Wraith here, now with field maintenance and level 3, that's a big boy. Are these Mustangs enough to take it down? Well, it is dying kind of quickly because of item and anti-air tag. Still takes a while though. Oh, also obviously the shield does not benefit from field maintenance. So field maintenance only applies once the shield is down and actually some health damage was taken. And there was also a Wraith added in the flank here, and it did work out, but it's all by itself now. Everything else already dead again. Not looking like a good game for red here. Kind of rough. How much damage is this? Shouldn't be enough yet, right? Yep. Still alive. Still a dream. Still a Wraith dream for red here. Let's see if he can make it work. Orbital. Oh yeah, Orbital could be very strong here. Though also just 2 bubbles here would probably negate most of it. Strike Specialist. Was that offered this turn? I did not see it, but probably. So Strike Specialist for blue. Also, wait. Why is this item not equipped? Did Psycho pick it up last turn and did not equip it? Or maybe it was on the Wraith that is not here anymore. This was sold. Maybe this item was on the Wraith in the flank. 1 bubble coming down. Oh, actually kind of greedy. Would have put down 2 here to protect even more. But might be okay. And flank Phoenixes by blue with mobile beacon towards the towers. Ah, this is not protected by Sacco. There is no anti-air here, and these Phoenixes will come in for free. Also, no tower upgrades, no tower health upgrades, so these Phoenixes will probably take these towers here. Oh god. More wraiths here and triple wraiths, so it's kind of looking like a blender situation. Usually you do this with rhinos. You stack up rhinos with whirlwind and then mobile beacon them in. Sacco's trying it with the wraiths here. Triple wraith level 2s and 1 level 3 here. So they are quite tanky. Tower debuff though. That's very unfortunate. Oh well, they are lasting quite a while though. Field maintenance doing quite a bit of work, but tower debuff coming in once again. And yeah, this is not going to be enough here. This one wraith is sad. And yeah, that is GG. I feel like I would love to see this very round without a flank. So I think this could have been Sacco's round here, if it wasn't for the tower debuffs. It was actually quite close with these 3 wraiths coming in. They didn't really die. And then tower debuff came in and yeah, then it was over. Too bad, too bad. Yeah, you need to cover your flanks, unfortunately. That is what happens. Also though, looking at this, blue could have also put Stormcallers here and sniped the tower, because this is also not protected. Yeah, Sacco was very open to tower cheese, so either this or Stormcaller forward tower snipe here. Anyways, rip. No Wraith fun allowed. Alright, let's check out one final one. This one is between Major and Ruther. This one is starting in round 3, so we cannot see the first 2 rounds. However, we are already seeing Wraiths here. So blue is Major, Aerial and Deployment Specialist, and red is Quick Supply Specialist. And Major here with the forward positioning, or both players with forward positioning, and Major does have the Wraith in action. This one is level 2 already with Enhancement Module, so can get upgraded for free. Can't get enough XP this turn to maybe level again, we will see. It is quite tanky. Against level 1 Phoenixes, it still lasts quite a bit. Not quite long enough though. Range Specialist kind of awkward, both players positioned forward on the front line, so probably not. Photon definitely, yeah, definitely helps a lot over here. A lot of stacked up units. So by the way, red is kind of classic Steel Ball Mustang more or less, with some Crawler chaff. Crawler's getting Replicate as well, and yeah, Replicate into other Crawlers and Fangs is actually big. These Crawlers can do a lot of work and distract for a very long time with the replicated Crawlers. Blue's still deciding here. And Phoenix is added by red. So yeah, red is going kind of right away more or less into countering these Wraiths by just going more Phoenixes. Phoenixes a good answer for sure to early Wraiths. As soon as they get too many levels and maybe field maintenance, they can get kind of spicy. They can be very tanky, and then maybe Phoenixes are not enough anymore. Though this one actually also has charge shot, so if the extra damage is needed, red could press charge shot. Also though, Wraiths, if they get tags, just get EMP on the Phoenixes as well would be a good choice here too. So yeah, red does have options to counter these Wraiths, that's for sure. However, already 4 wraiths on the board, by the way, by blue here. So 1 level 2 and 3 level 1s here. Photon doesn't apply here right now, but Photon does counter, by the way, the Degenerate Beam. So yeah, if you are wondering what you can do to negate the beam, so either you EMP the Wraith or you can Photon code or Photon emission your units with the Overlord Photon emission tech upgrade, for example, or the active skill here. And yeah, looking good for red here so far. Phoenixes did deal with these wraiths kind of nicely. Also getting levels now. Levels quite important here as well on both Mustangs and Phoenixes. This wraith can level again though, for free. Also pretty nice. Some flank crawlers here. Level 2. I'm not sure how this trade goes. Level 2 flank crawlers here against level 1 Mustangs. I think these crawlers will win. Because once they get in, they can actually replicate and yeah, just overrun this. So this flank might come through. Smoky on the left, by blue. Basically only more or less for the Mustangs. Also affects the steel bolts, but they are not that important in this scenario anyways. They are just there to tank and not really to attack. No real good targets. The arc lights kind of, but also not really. Arc lights were added also this turn, by the way. So 3 arc lights for blue here. Dealing with these crawlers now, or trying to deal with these crawlers. Level 1 arc lights also so close. I'm not sure why, to be honest. Would just put them a little bit back to make sure they can use their range. But yeah, level 1 arc lights might not be enough here. And yeah, middle actually got run over. And replicated crawlers coming in. And the flank, yeah, they are also running over these Mustangs now and replicating here as well. So replicate crawlers are actually doing some good work here. Level 3 field maintenance Wraith here though. Quite tanky, but not tanky enough for 6 Phoenixes and 1 pack of level 2s. And this one is just going to get sniped, yep. So yeah, just good answers here by red. Really like the replicate crawlers and also just going into these Phoenixes a little bit earlier. To make sure the damage is there to take down these wraiths. And actually respecting the wraiths enough, especially these two on this side, a level 2 and level 3 wraith with the field maintenance, and is putting down a melting point here to counter these. Blue now also getting replicate on the crawlers, but level advantages for red here, so these level 2 crawlers much better at replicating against crawlers and fangs here compared to the level 1 crawlers by blue. And blue does not want to lose here anymore. Is also putting down some sentries against these crawlers to make sure he does not lose to replicating crawlers anymore. Also level 2 Mustangs here now. And another arc light here added as well. So the flanks are covered now, I'm pretty sure. I think level 2 Mustangs against level 2 replicate crawlers should be fine. But we will see how this turns out. Crawlers going down to sentries. Right flank done, and left flank as well. Mustang's good enough. Melting Point actually getting run over here by these crawlers, replicated crawlers. So good choice by blue, and especially taking down the other replicate crawlers by red with the sentries here also definitely helped. And yeah, looking good for blue here now this turn. Melting Point did not do anything. It was basically a dead investment for red here because it got stuck on crawlers. And that's quite a bit of damage. Haste module for blue, going on one of the wraiths here. And also also haste module for red, going on Mustangs. Both Mustangs getting splash, so blue and red both picking up the HE upgrade on the Mustangs. Better clear for these replicate crawlers. And yeah, also reinforcing here with Mustangs on the right, because this melting point really needs to get value. Levels on Phoenixes. So this might be pretty good now for red here. So the trash clear is very good now with level 2 Mustangs with splash. They will take down all of these crawlers. And with those gone, the Phoenixes and melting points should be able to lock on and kill these wraiths. That being said though, just 3 level 2 Phoenixes against 3 level 2 wraiths with field maintenance might not be enough over here. Let's see how this turns out. Rhino drop here though. Oh, this flank is actually kind of annoying. These are level 3 Mustangs though, so maybe that's okay, but Rhino drop will protect these crawlers, and this flank might actually get in and take the tower here in a moment. And melting point finally locked on to one of the wraiths. Left side is enough to take down the wraiths as well. Tower debuff coming in now. This is somewhat close now actually, but melting point now also locked onto the level 3 wraith here, and it's going down. And yep, looking good for red here this round once again. Power debuff definitely did help as well here with the Rhino drop. Good Rhino drop, protecting the flanking crawlers and tanking these Mustangs here. Tech specialist for both players. And we are seeing techs, so the floating artillery array for blue here. So now instead of 4 cannons, they have 8 cannons, the wraiths that is. So they shoot a lot more and can deal a lot more damage and take down a lot more targets at once. Photon emission is off cooldown. This is pretty big here on this side. Photon will help quite a bit, I think. And more melting points with crawler production by red here. And blue also got Mech Rage on his crawlers. So yeah, let's see how this goes. I feel like red is at an advantage here. Because the chaff clear is so good with these Mustangs and these leveled Mustangs. And now the melting points will be able to lock on quite nicely everywhere. That being said, right side is still getting run over. So on the very right there was not enough Mustang coverage. However, left side melting points just destroying everything. But it is not enough. Right side coming through, getting the tower as well. I think this matting point only had Mustangs left of it and not on the very right. And on the very right, crawlers did come through. And that's a lot of damage. Oh my god, that's actually enough. GG's. Nice. Okay, this was a great match. And actually, the Wraiths winning here. And yeah, this here, the right side was pretty bad. So on the right here, these crawlers were able to get through and distract this melting point here as well. And yeah, I guess doubling the cannons also really helped clean up everything over here pretty quickly as well. And well, also, of course, mech rage on these crawlers. There were definitely more crawlers and more replicating crawlers for blue here this turn, because these crawlers were now better than red's crawlers. Alright, good games, good games. Some different kind of applications of these wraiths here. Some successful, some not as successful. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.